Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Titus. Now, if you're new to this channel, do consider subscribing. This is a plant channel that I've turned it into now. For this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox this box. So if you guys haven't watched my previous video before, one of the plant that I had on my checklist was a Syngonium fantasy, and fortunately enough, recently I had won a Instagram competition containing a Syngonium fantasy, so I'm really glad that I didn't have to pay for this. Now usually a plant cutting would usually cost between $50 to $80 or up to $100 during this time around anyway. I don't know if it's going to fluctuate in future, but I'm so glad that I have finally owned one. The other plant that I've actually won in the past, if you have seen my previous video before, is actually this one back here, which is the what is this plant called? It's called a that's what it's called. It's called a Ficus ruby. So I'm glad that I've obtained different plants that I don't usually pay for and are part of my checklist. So let's get started and get opening with this box. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, it's the first time I'm angling the camera pointing downwards, just so there's a little bit more exposure as to what's down below so you can see what I'm actually doing. So I'm just going to unbox it. As you guys can probably see there on your screen, this is the box. It's quite big. The person who actually did the competition in Instagram is Brody Ackland, or rather that's his username. So Brody, if you are watching this, thank you very much for this. Great promotion that you have. Alright, let's see. At the top here, it actually says caution live plants this way up, so I'm making sure it's that side up. Alright, and I think I've pretty much undone everything, and here it is. Okay, we're gonna now unbox it and let's see what's in there. I can't see what's in there, you guys can. Oh, alright, it's some bubble wraps. Oh shoot. Probably have bet that. Oh, sorry guys, I need to turn it around again. Okay, so the plants are actually in there, as you can see. It's so hard to do this while showing it to you guys in the camera. So, oh wow. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Alright, I'm just gonna actually unbox this and maybe I'll repot it and then I'll show you guys how it looks like. Oh wow, so excited. Hang on, I'll unbox it and then I'll show you guys, but it's right there. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, that is really nice, healthy, and I'm amazed how well this had traveled through. Alright, so let me just unpack this and show you guys what I have won. So there are several cuttings here, one of which is the Syngonium fantasy. Okay, I need to cut this off. Alright, so let me just show you guys. So the first cutting that I have here is a Brasil cutting right there. Alright, and it's really healthy, really nice. We'll check out how the roots is going on that one later on, but let me just get the other plants too. And by the way, these guys are wrapped in sphagnum moss. Safest way to do it, and the moss is not too wet, which is good, otherwise it might rot the roots in this. Alright, and this is a cutting after all, so I'm not expecting that it will be rooted, but I'm kind of hoping that it is, but let's see. Okay, let me unravel this. So the other thing that I won is actually a, what is this, shooting powder. Alright, I'm not endorsing this product by any means. Okay, but this is the other product that I want, shooting powder. I'm guessing this is some sort of like rooting hormone. Ooh, this one has roots. Oh man, I'm so happy. Honestly guys, if you just get cuttings, sometimes they're so hard to root. So if you get a cutting with roots, it's actually really good. That's one of the things that I learned actually when buying things online. Alright, after so long with cutting it, here it is. So guys, look. That's the Syngonium fantasy leaf number 1. This one's a little bit damaged, but that's expected. Okay, I think I saw that as part of when it was advertised, but that's totally fine. Alright, this plant will recover. there are, I think there's another cutting here of the Syngonium Fantasy, so I will get that out, but it's cutting number 1. And I will check out the roots on that one too. Alright. Oh man, oh, I'm so glad. It's so nice. Alright, it is a little bit damaged, but that's alright. This will recover, and Syngoniums are very, very easy to grow because I've grown a white butterfly just from a node, and it's grown really well. So let's check out the other ones. Alright, cutting number 3. Okay, so this one is another tiny Syngonium Fantasy right there. I'll check out, see if it's got roots. It's got a lot of white on it. I often get scared when a plant variegation has so much white because often the white areas are quite weak. But hopefully this one will recover. It is a Syngonium after all, so we'll just see. Plus I have the other bigger cutting anyway, if that one doesn't survive. Alright, and last one. Alright, and the last one is this one. Alright, here you go. So I think this one is either a satin pothos or some sort of Scindapsus Pictus Argyraeus. Alright, so I hope that this is the Argyraeus version, because I do think that the previous pothos I've shown you guys was actually a exotica, which is quite big. And this one's got a tiny leaf, so that's that. Let's check out the roots, guys, see if it's going alright. So the first one I'm gonna do is this Syngonium Fantasy, because this is really one of the plants that I've been so excited to finally own and have. Plus it's a good investment, I guess, if this does grow and then I get to, you know, make more cuttings. Nicely covered with sphagnum moss right there. Oh wow! And these are actually 2 cuttings separated. Oh, and they're really well rooted. Oh man, I'm so happy. Alright, I'll just show you guys. So this first one has really nice roots there that are healthy looking. Doesn't look like it's stressed or anything, so that's good. And then the second one, which is this one, also have nice healthy roots right here. Oh, how do I show it? Right there. Alright, I don't know if that's good enough that you guys can see it. But anyway, so this one's got healthy roots as well. Oh man, I'm so happy. Alright, let's check out the Brazils. Alright, now with the Brazils, this is probably the 3rd plant that I'll own of a Brazil, purely because recently I have bought another Brazil from a Facebook post that had a pet who apparently was going through some really expensive surgery, and I wanted to help her out. So I did end up buying my 2nd philodendron Brazil, which I'll probably show you guys in a future video. And this is going to be the 3rd plant of the philodendron Brazil that I now own after this. I do want to save all these sphagnum moss because they're still usable, if any. And I do love using sphagnum moss for my other plants. This is kind of hard. Well, I'm so happy because I thought they were just going to be cuttings, but they've obviously rooted, so I'm so glad. So have a look at this. Alright, amongst those sphagnum moss, if you can see, there's actually white roots there, and that indicates that the roots is actually quite healthy. So that one is ready to be potted up. Oh man, I'm so glad. Whew, that's another win. And those are 2 different cuttings too, so I can plant them separately, and they have 2 new shoots coming out of them. Oh man, wow, so glad. Wow, so good. Alright, so now we're going for our 3rd plant. I'm pretty sure there's only 1 cutting on this one. Oh, nice. This one's been rooted in sphagnum moss as well, so it does have roots. Oops, careful, I don't want to rip it. It's really well entwined with the sphagnum moss, so I just won't remove it, but it's right here. That's the tiny Scindapsus Pictus Argyraeus. So cute. Alright, and the last tiny little Syngonium Fantasy is right here. Let me just cut her up, open. Ah, nice. This one's rooted as well, although the tip of it has pretty much died off. There's a really nice chunky node there, so here is that other plant, okay, and there is the tiny root over there. So glad I've got 3 nodes of that Syngonium fantasy, and one of them is really big and looking really nice, which is right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope that you guys liked this video. If you do, then please give me that thumbs up. If you want to see me make more videos like this, then please go on and hit that subscribe button. It really does help to support this channel when people do like and subscribe. So I hope that you do so. Until then, guys, I will see you on the next video. Goodbye and God bless.